Hello. Today I'm going to explain how to build different UI layouts using SceneBuilder for JavaFX applications. So this is just a template project for JavaFX application, and I'm going to just show you how to use different layouts to build different types of UI that you want to create. So just let's open this in SceneBuilder. So this is my SceneBuilder environment. I'm going to start just clean slate. So let me just delete everything here. So you can basically, from containers, drag and drop each different type of, layouts. So the most probably popular one is the border pane that you can divide your screen into top, left, center, right, and bottom. So and add different type of layouts there. So the first step is to understand, okay, how you're going to design your UI very high level, and then you can go to the details. So for example, if you have a UI that has multiple columns and rows that you can add, for example, labels or text fields, and combine it with different things. There are different ways that you can do it. There are a lot of ways that you can do it. So it depends how you see the big picture at the beginning, and then basically go to the details. So for example, I'm going to just show you one example, very simple example, how to do it using, how to create a UI with multiple labels and text fields and buttons and those things using a very simple, starting very simple vertical box. So let's put a vertical box here, and you can add basically other layouts to this vertical box. So for example, if I have multiple multiple fields or multiple labels that I want to add, you can add a grid pane here, right? So imagine that I want to create two columns with labels and text fields. I can put the grid on top. I can put another pane underneath, right? So this is my second layer, and you can have basically another pane underneath, right? So I have basically a vertical box, VBox, with a grid pane on top, and a pane in middle, and the pane on the lower side. So you can add, of course, to these columns or rows, just right click, and you should be able to basically go to grid pane and add row above, add a row below, or a column before, a column after. So let's add two more columns here, and also two more rows, doesn't matter where. Okay, so, and also you can change the sizes, right? So that's also something that you can do. So here I can basically add my labels, and I can, let's add a few labels here. Imagine that's the way that we want to design our UI. You can, of course, change the sizes of the columns. And now let's put some text fields in front of it. Right, so imagine that's how I want to create my UI, and put other text fields in the second one. So if I'm creating like in two columns, one label, one text fields, it should look like this. So we can add more text fields. And more labels. We're not going to change the text of the labels. You can change them, of course, here, like name, I don't know, phone number, etc., etc. So I'm going to leave that. So this is how you can basically, create, for example, column of two um, for providing some input. And of course, you can do spacing and um, all those nice things here. If you choose basically your layout, you can add some spacing, some padding. Right, so also you can do it for your grid as well. If you pick the whole grid, I think that should be able to do the padding as well to make it nicer. Okay, so but you can also add or you can add also spacing to make it nicer, but that's not the focus here. I'm just talking about the high-level design. So you can, for example, add other buttons. So I added a pane. What is the difference between a pane and grid pane? So in pane, you can place things pretty much everywhere, right? So for example, I can put this button here, I can put this button here, and they stay there. So they are not basically constrained by anything. Pane is the simplest way. So you can add different buttons everywhere that you want. And for example, you can add a text area underneath, right? So you can adjust the size of your text area. And so you can basically build the UI this way. Or you can add another layer if you want to, right? But just try to learn about how different layouts or containers actually help you to design your UI. I just did it with a vertical box and added different layers. I used a grid on top and just simple pane. You could create the same thing with a simple pane, right? Just put everything. But basically, this grid layout helps you to order things easily. You don't need to move things and adjust manually. But if you have a simple, just like two buttons, then probably it's the easiest way to just use a pane. You could just use one simple pane and put everything manually on it, to be honest. But yeah, there are different ways that you can build the UI. You can just play around and learn how and try different combinations. But it's important that you have an approach at the beginning and select one of those um, you know, uh, panes to start with, one of those layouts to start with, and then go to the details. I hope that this video helps you to design your UI.